What's good, everybody? Happy New Year. Today is January 1st, 2021. Big 21 energy, okay, period. Welcome back to Shadow Chronicles. I'm Aria, Destiny Advisor. If this is your first time listening in, Shadow Chronicles is where I allow my shadow side to have a healthy way of expressing herself. No sugarcoating, no bullshit. She just gets to say exactly what she's thinking and feeling. This is how I ground and balance my energy as a multi-dimensional being. You can't be all love and light and you can't be all shadow. You got to have the balance in between. So I just really wanted to quickly share this experience. I recently got off the phone with my father, and we've had a very interesting relationship in the past. But as I get older and the more consciously aware I become, I understand that our parents are just children in adult bodies. I'm going to run that back. Your parents are children in adult bodies. So if your parents are anything like mine, they're very old school. So, they grew up in a different era than we currently did. So their values, their perspectives on life, the information that they had access to is totally different compared to us and the younger generations. So my dad he called me or whatever. And, the conversation started off real calm. And then it quickly turned into like, you need to get your life together and da 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 da. And I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Okay. So my whole thing is, I don't know if this is a Scorpio thing or if this is just me, but do not address me as if you're still talking to the old, outdated version of me, because I'm going to feel some type of way about that. I'm not going to allow that shit at all. Like, let me just start off by saying it's a new year. So, yes, a lot of people from the past want to come up and, oh, Happy New Year and all of that and try to get in your good graces. Nah, I'm not having none of that. Like, the past is dead. It's dead to me. I'm no longer that girl. I'm no longer that version. Therefore, you can no longer talk to me in a similar manner because I'm a whole new being out here. I am a queen, an empress, a goddess, a high priestess, okay? Put some respect on my motherfucking name. Purr. So, my dad is talking to me, and the thing is, because I'm consciously aware, I'm aware that he's not actually talking to me. He's projecting himself and his own experiences onto me. Now, as much as I understand where it's coming from, that does not mean I'm going to sit here and allow that shit. Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, I have grown. I have done my shadow work. I do my shadow work. Like, I'm really about this life. I'm really about this growth and expansion and motherfucking healing. So I can definitely say this with confidence, but I am more healed than any other motherfucker that I know. Okay? Everybody has healing. Everyone goes through their transitions and their lessons in their own time. So it's not a matter of I'm here and you're there, but I know what level I'm at. Therefore, you cannot, you cannot make me stoop to your level so that you can understand where I'm coming from. I'm not going to do that. You're going to have to meet me where I'm at, and then we could have a conversation. So basically, my father decided he wanted to bring up, some shit that happened like 8, 10 years ago. Like, hello, I was in my early 20s. Yeah, when you're in your 20s, that's the time you do stupid shit. That's the time you're careless and you do stupid shit. So, don't be trying to crucify your girl like I'm still out here being that same old person. Like, I've changed, but he hasn't really changed. So I also understand that our parents, they do have their own traumas, they have their own healing that they need to do, and they're supposed to be doing their own personal self-development. But for whatever reason, majority of our parents, they grew up in an era where it's like, if you have a house, you get married, you have a couple of kids, that's it. You're successful. You have everything and you have all rights to talk your shit. Okay, well, in my generation, in my understanding, in my opinion, in my perspective, yes, you should have a house, you should have your kids, you should have your wife and all of that, but your life does not fucking stop until you're dead. You don't stop evolving until you're dead. So until you're dead, you're supposed to be working on your own personal self-mastery. But, I have Caribbean parents. Like, my dad is African, my mom is Jamaican. So if you got Caribbean parents, like, leave a comment, because you already know the hell that us children have to go through. You ain't never good enough. You ain't never smart enough. You ain't never got enough degrees. And don't even get me started on the fact that your parents want bragging rights. So for me, it's like the fake concern. Like, y'all know I'm a whole Scorpio. I do not like that fake shit. Not even from my own parents. I don't give a fuck. Don't miss me with the bullshit, okay? And as I've stated on my channel several times, like, me and my dad, both me and my parents, it's normal for you to go through little rough patches with your parents. Like, I have my own reasons for why I just wasn't jacking them like that. But the more that I heal, our relationship has been able to heal and transform. So I'm eternally grateful for that. But your parents, they still be stuck in their ways. So I've come to terms with the fact that, okay, I'm going to worry about myself and I'm going to continue to evolve and grow and expand. If my parents want to die stuck in their ways, that's their business. I'm not going to force them to change. And trust me, you cannot force anybody to change. They have to want to make that conscious effort on their own. And it is their responsibility as a spiritual being having a human experience to do their own healing work. All I can do is worry about myself and make sure that I'm good for the children that I bring into this world. And if my parents observe my growth and expansion and they are inspired to do the self work for themselves, then absolutely. And it's even better if they decide, like, you know what, you're my daughter, you're younger than me. You probably have less years of experience because you've been on this planet a little less than I have, but can you help me? Like, I think I would actually love if my parents reached out to me like, yo, can you help me heal? But they're stuck in their ways and they're definitely too programmed into the ego programming to even admit that shit or let the words leave their mouth. So I'm not tripping. It's fine. Everybody go and learn their own way. That is fine. I'm just worried about myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also here to help at the same time. So basically, my father was bringing up old shit and I really had to shut that shit down because I'm like, oh, excuse me, do not address me as if I'm that same person. Because although you are the same person, I am not. And let's not fucking confuse it. We are not the same. Okay? Period. Second of all, I already have what I need in order. We always feel like, our life could be better. And guess what I'm doing? I'm making the steps to make sure that my life is better. Not because I'm trying to make my parents proud. I don't fucking give a fuck about what they think because they don't give a fuck about what I think. So why should I care what you think? And maybe this is just me, but I feel like when you put in the work to make sure you are your best version of yourself, fuck the opinion of somebody else. Like, who gives a fuck? What does your opinion mean to me? When I know in hindsight, in all actuality, the only opinion that matters is my own fucking opinion. Because I'm the one who got to live with myself. And I'm the one who goes up and I get shit done for myself. I'm the one who takes care of myself. I'm the one who makes sure I am good. Emotionally, mentally, physically, energetically, all of that. So why the fuck should I give a fuck what you got to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in being disrespectful to your parents, but I also believe that at the end of the day, unless you are doing the work, your own work, don't fucking talk to me. You can't say shit to me because you're not on my level. And that's just that on that. I still love my parents. It's unconditional love. I will still be grateful for them providing me with an amazing life. But I went and did the rest. You know what I'm saying? So I was talking to my cousin about it, and she's just like, honestly, your parents will always be this way. Like, if you buy a house, if you do this, if you get married, they're going to want all the credit. And I'm like, no. You cannot take credit for the work that I do to make myself a better person. I will not allow that. I am the type of person where I like to give credit where it's due. But what we not going to do is you are not going to address me as if you really know me. So I basically had to let my dad know, like, listen, I don't even blame you because, I was wilding out when I was younger. But that's what young people do. They bug the fuck out until they get their shit together. And hopefully they get it together because not everybody get their shit together. I know people in their 70s, 80s, 50s, and 60s who still got like a 12-year-old mentality. So I ain't on that level. But, to each his own. Everybody chooses what type of life they want to live. I already know what type of life I'm going to live. That's why I don't give a fuck about what nobody fucking got to say about me. I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, I wake up by myself and I go to sleep by myself. And I make money by myself. So why the fuck should I care? But, I mean, I also understand that when people do not have any control of their own life, then they like to overexert their authority and try to control other people's lives. And that's not going to fucking happen. We are in 2021, okay? If you ain't do your work by now, if you ain't get to figure out who you is, you cannot be out here trying to tell somebody else who they are. What is you doing, baby? What is you doing? But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to share this little experience. Remember that your parents are really just children in adult bodies. They haven't quite figured out everything yet. Yes, there are certain things that they understand a little better than you, but other things, only you can make certain decisions for yourself because this is your life. And it's your responsibility to make this life the best that it can be for you and nobody else. Till my next video, y'all. Thanks for watching Shadow Chronicles.